Okay, this is my review of my JC70 from Performer Recumbent Trike. It's a tadpole trike, which means it's got two wheels at the front and the one wheel at the back. I'll just go through some of the components on the trike and also why I bought this trike, and give you a bit of feedback about it. I've had it for about 3 years now, so it's not new. I've changed the tyres around for Schwalbe, I believe they are, the Schwalbe ones, which are touring ones, and they're 1.3, and it's got a different tyre on the back. I mean, the tyres have all been changed. Alright, now this is the Performer JC70. I bought it 3 years ago. It came with different wheels to this, different pedals. Different pedals to this. It's got, the one I bought was the 30 speed, so it's got 3 chain rings at the front and 10 gears at the back. It's a tadpole trike, which means it's got 2 wheels at the front and 1 wheel at the back. It's been a very good trike for the money I paid. Now, when I say for the money I paid, these trikes, I'm going to say all recumbents are very expensive, but this one, by the time I got to where I live in Australia, it was $2.5 grand when I bought it. So to me, that's rather expensive, but a lot of them are more expensive. So compared to other trikes, it represented fairly good value. I went with the JC70, which has got the 700C wheel at the back, which is, I don't know whether you can see it on the camera. It's standard 700C wheel. One of the reasons I went for that is because it means that I've got standard bicycle gears all over it, which means when I have to change these cassettes out, this cassette and the front cogs, they'll be fairly standard parts. I mean, so when you get this bike, you'll find that a lot of the parts are just standard bicycle parts, so they're not hard to get. It came with the rack that you see there. I've got this silly bag mounted on the top, which I'm going to remove. It came with the front mud guards, which I've included. They've been a bit flimsy, actually. I'll be honest, that's one of the downsides of this trike. The bottom, the rubber bit at the bottom's come off this, and they get a bit rattly, but that's kind of a bit of a nitpick. The other thing about this I've noticed is that the idler wheel, which is the thing down there, not sure whether you can see that, that tends to be a bit on the, I was a bit disappointed with the durability of that, so I had to replace that. But all in all, the trike's been rather good. The one I've got's got Shimano Dior XT, simple 10-speed components on it. The one I've got's got the mesh seat and the hard back. I'd say if you can assemble a standard bicycle, you could assemble this. It's not that hard to assemble. I'd say that this one's an aluminium trike. I'd say compared to other trikes, I'm going to say that it's probably a faster than average model, being aluminium with the 700C wheel. Fairly wide gear spacing on mine. I think the smallest cog at the front's a 30, I think, and the biggest cog at the back's 36 teeth. And then the biggest one at the front is a 52, and the smallest one at the back is an 11. So I've got a nice wide range of gears, which is really good on a trike, because going uphill they're rather slow. Going downhill it's a hoot though, it's great fun. So yeah, the one I've got's got the mesh seat. As you can see, you can just basically pull the mesh seat off. It's got just Velcro to the, it stays on pretty good. You can take it off and wash it. It's got the rear rack. It's got 2 spots for, I've got a drink bottle mounted here, and it came with a tool kit, which I've got in the other one. The hard seat one has the 2 spots for drink bottles or tool kits or whatever. The one thing I will say with it is that just be careful when you buy a light. You can mount a light around here. Just be careful with what you have is a light that will be mounted so that the light faces that way. So make sure that it doesn't, that you can twist the light side to side that way so you can get the light in between the wheels, the cranks, sorry, and the post here, so you can actually mount it properly. There's a little bit of corrosion on the around where it attaches to the mud guard, but like it's 3 years old. I've put it through. There's been a bit of salt air around the area sometimes. So yeah, but other than that, the actual frame itself has held up really well. I've had it for 3 years, as I've said. Just bolts. You can see there's just Allen keys that bolt the cross beam across to the frame. I'm going to say overall as a trike, very good. I mean, if you're considering buying a recumbent trike, then the Performer JC70 is one that I'd really consider. They're good fun, and you'll have lots of fun on it. And if you follow my videos, you'll see some of the fun that I've had on the Performer JC70. It's got disc brakes at the front, which are very good actually. They're Jayco, I think, the ones I've got on mine, but they've been very good. You've got to watch it. There's no actual brake at the back wheel, so if you stop really suddenly, it's possible to lift the back wheel up, but you've got to really try. So, but it's you just got to be careful of that. But it's good fun, great fun going around the corners. You will, if you go around the corner really fast and you don't lean into the corner, it's possible to lift the inside wheel and actually flip the trike. It's not easy to do, but it's possible. So just lean into the corners and you'll be fine. They're great fun. Change direction's really fun, really fast. What else can I say about it? Yeah, helmet. I don't wear a helmet by choice. In Australia, unfortunately, we've got stupid helmet laws, which I might talk about in the video. But yeah, unfortunately, you've got to, every person, even if you're just sitting on a bike's got to wear it, wear a helmet. I could talk about that, my own opinion about the helmet laws, in another video. But yeah, I don't see them necessary. The one when I bought it, the guy had a flag. Now I've, on a side note, I've never bought a flag with it, but the actual flag fell off. So I've actually noticed that realistically, I'm not sure whether you need a flag that much. My own experience, people do see you. That's a bit of a myth with recumbent trikes, that people don't see you. They do. The one I got mirrors with it, but one of the mirrors broke. I did flip the trike once, but it's a long story because I did the wrong thing. But one of the mirrors broke, so I bought 2 new mirrors. These aren't that brilliant. I might replace them, and I'll probably have to replace the chain rings and chain reasonably soon. But I have had it for 3 years, so I've had a good wear and tear out of a good amount of use out of the chain. What else? Yeah, most of the parts are standard, so I'm going to say generally a really good trike. So if you're thinking about getting one of these, then don't hesitate. Just grab one and have fun. It's good exercise, and I'd recommend it. If you've got any back issues or anything, I find riding this trike, you can go a long way and you're never going to get a sore back. That's one of the advantages of riding a trike in general. Don't get a sore back. This one's quite quick. I mean, that all depends on you, the engine, but it's quite quick, particularly downhill. Really picks up some speed. On the flat, if you've got a flat, particularly on flat ground, like where there's not much roughness on the surface of the ground, it can get along quite quickly. Uphill, slow, but yeah, that's the downside of the trike. Great fun though, so as I said, I'd recommend getting one. Yeah. Thank you.